transported to? Oh my god. I guess the 70s, because that's when all that cool, like, singer-songwriter, Laurel Canyon stuff started happening. And I like all that, like Joni Mitchell and whatnot.
You literally took, like, my entire answer.
I actually did
read
that.
my mind.
I paused
in that
time.
Moment. That seriously, because no, I'm the same. But you know, like, because there was just great, incredible musicians making incredible albums, and right, the songwriters, the storytellers. That was kind of the era of the best of that. So. I'd say probably sneaking into Cara's apartment and stealing all her food when she doesn't know it, and that's kind of uncomfortable now. I love cartoons. I love little kids' cartoons.
God. Well, now that I know this about my life, my guilty pleasure, I secretly, like, love horrible pop music. Like, really. And it sucks. like, I want to hate this, but I can't.
Hannah actually took a good one with the ocean. That's one of my top favorites. The sound when the microwave is done. The sound when the oven is done. When you're at a restaurant that has those buzzers that tell you that your food is ready and they buzz. Your mom or someone calling you for dinner, telling you dinner's ready.
Are you hungry? You've stolen my food from my apartment.
I've only had 6 cookies.
I kind of like that weird chug that most people hate when your radiator turns on. Because it tells me that I'm about to be warm, and I like that. Yeah.
Classy.
Super classy.
Just really the voice of female singer-songwriters.
Oh my god.
That's a joke. That is a joke. I don't know. I don't like hearing my speaking voice like on playback. That drives me nuts. Not like I hate it, like, oh, this is disgusting, but I think that's for most people. They don't like listening to their own voice. That's one of mine.
Well, in particular sounds, I hate screeches of any kind. Like, I'm talking about, like, chalkboard screeches.
She hates when I screech.
Chairs against the floor screeches. But, like, just very nondescript sound that I will hate no matter what your voice sounds like. People that speak loudly behind you when you're standing in a concert. They're like, I love this song! Or, like, they say things to the performer when there's dead silence, and you're like, you have to be that person, and I have to hate you.
Okay. Cara?
I'm getting so much mileage out of this.
My biggest one right now, at least, and I think this is going to last a long time, is Paul Simon. From a songwriting perspective, a lot of people inspire me personally in other areas, but musically, he kind of hits, musically hits all the areas that I want to hit in people when they listen to my music. Like, kind of, he covers everything that, and his approach to songwriting, I love storytelling, and he's really just a master at that, and arrangement of songs. So he's probably my biggest, at least right now.
I just started reading Carole King's biography that came out like yesterday or something, and she's so cool because she just wrote a bunch of hits, sold them to a bunch of people, put out 2 records, and like was like, I'm alright. Like, she just like did it so good, and you see like so many people get caught up in all the crap that comes with being a musician, but she was just like, I'm just gonna write these really great songs and get out of here, and I like that. But for musical influence, probably I like Fiona Apple. I like that her lyrics can stand alone as poetry, and it's something I try to do when I write. So.
I would probably honestly have a desk job. To be honest, like, the thing that appeals to me about being a musician is really not limited to, but it really is performing and songwriting itself. The lifestyle is really not interesting to me, kind of on its own. Like, I don't hate it. I'm just, I accept it because it's a part of what I want to do. But I just really like regularity, and I would have loved to write write, be a journalist or a vet or a fireman or an astronaut. But no, honestly, if I wasn't a musician, I probably would be in like a super boring job. I would probably be doing like something repetitive.
Man. Oh man, look at that lifestyle coming at you right now. But anyway, for me, I'd probably be a psychologist. I'm like studying part-time at the new school in Manhattan, and I'm taking a psychology course online, which is a bad way to take any class, I think. But I think it's interesting to learn how people think and why they think what they think and why they do what they do. And I think that's what a lot of my songwriting is about anyway, so it's something I'm interested in, definitely.
I mean, clothes. I try to always bring like clothing that's on my body. I mean, if I guess. I try. Can we be like intangible? Like I try to bring a willingness to accept whatever happens. Can we do that? But I mean, like there's basic things. It's really for me. There are things that I should bring to every show that I don't because I forget everything always. Capos,
Amen.
Tuners, picks. I'm always the one on stage looking for a pick. Or a set list, like making the set list backstage 2 minutes before I go on.
I just try to bring my game face.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
You win.
No. I honestly I lose all of my words when I get on stage just in talking to the audience. So I have to be consciously thinking in my mother's voice, remember, Cara, engage your audience, Cara. Talk to them. Like, don't just, run through your songs. I'm like, but terrifying. I just want to run through my songs. Like, I don't want to talk to anyone. But I try to bring those, I know this. I've got this daughter. They're a band from England, and the girl, Elena Tunra, is amazing. Amazing. Seriously.
I've been flattering Cara a lot, but Cara's one of those. I'm serious. This is serious, for real. That I always think about, like, why are people not in love with this person? I'm serious. And also, there's this group, a bass player, I think you played with them too, Sean Savage, is in a group called Swear and Shake, and they've been around, I think, like a year or so now in New York, and I know they're playing a lot, and they got this, the girl singer's beautiful, beautiful singer, the songs are great, so I really, really dig on those guys. Swear and Shake is the name of the group, and they're really good. First time I guess I was like a solo performer, it was at a 6th grade talent show, and I played the Coldplay's The Scientist, but I couldn't play piano very well. So my choir teacher sang it. She was like this little tiny woman who was crazy. And she played The Scientist, which was like a ballad. She played like twice as fast. It was like bum 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 bum, and I was like, come out to meet you, and I was nervous out of my mind. So like it made it like she just starts like ripping on the piano. And in middle school, is like the piano's always down in kind of the pit, facing the stage. So I'm like watching her pound away at this piano, like looking into my crazy choir teacher's eyes as I'm singing The Scientist at lightning speed. So that was my first like solo performance.
Good times.
Great.
I was 10 or 11, and it was just like a quiet little thing at a cafe in my town called the Internet Cafe, which was shut down now because they went over capacity one evening.
Sorry to hear that.
It was heartbreaking. No, I'm just kidding, but I sang Winter by Tori Amos, and it's a very long song. I don't know if you know it, but I was actually mortified because a woman in the front row who just wanted to hear her daughter sing and get out of there, like, said to someone, "It's so long. Is she ever gonna finish?" And I was just like,
she slapped her.
I was like petrified.
Oh my goodness.
But it was alright. It was alright.
Oh my goodness.
We were conferring about the bottom of the ocean. And, it's not really achievable. I mean, maybe it is. Who knows?
I remember just because it was really like influential for me early on when I was just first starting songwriting. I got super into Jack Johnson because the songs were really, really good, but really simple, and so they're easy to learn, and so I picked up kind of little songwriting stuff from those. And when I really loved him, I first found out about him, I was like in 7th grade. I was like 13 years old, and he came out with a weekend at the Greek Theater, and it was just him playing. It was like, and it was just awesome because they were so good. It was just 4 guys, including him, and it was so good, but I could like pick it up and play it. And so I remember that concert was a big deal to me. So it'd be cool to play there, just because, you know, that was at the time was just a really big like, oh, the Jack Johnson weekend at the Greek was big.
Yeah. I always say Radio City Music Hall. I was like raised in New York pretty much. Like my whole family's from there. Grew up in New Jersey. Always went to the city, and pretty much most of the concerts I've seen there have just been immaculate. Like it's a really great sounding room, cool stage. That'd be cool. I'd be like, I made it, even though a lot of bands wouldn't be like, I made it when I'm playing Radio City, but like I would be. Like I don't know. It's cool.